I'm not talking to you now. Sorry, I just tickled myself. I'm like, oh, Mr. Wave. You literally legs, arms, and a head. What the fuck? Oh my god! Firing blanks.
Mine. I spoke back.
Please, you can, and boom. Oh. I pressed a random button and it was the button for this thing I'm already on. We offered Side-Eye Guy's asshole up to the incubus/succubus. Nothing happened to his bumhole.
It's a noxious odour and it smells pretty rotten, and I've got a strong suspicion it's coming from your bottom.
I get brown and pink mixed up. Fuck off. No. Marilyn Monday. I saw that video. Happy birthday, Mr. Beardo. And chat of sorting laundry, so much laundry. Christmas Day. We're ending in 10 minutes. Turkey battle cry. Beardo looks like a white camp Mr. T. A pitbull. CRL, if you clip that,
Oh, Beardo!
Fuck
Hello,
you.
chat. I was about to write in the chat buongiorno.
Scared the shit out of me shouting that loud. Look at this shit. They're in line with my nipples. They're lower than my nipple. Where's my nipples gone? Gun is firing peanuts. Peanuts.
Fire him with your penis, Beardo!
Side-Eye Guy. He's that posh. He's like James Bond, but with a sock. I've been stunned. I got him through the stun. I'm... Good evening, Beardo's Weirdos Balls. I mean, that's dark. Good evening. How are we all doing? That was weird. Look at so many of you tuned in already. I appreciate you all saying hello to each other. Let's go. Hope everybody is well. Hope everybody's had a good start to the week. I have not been in trouble once this week. I haven't upset anyone apart from the person that said I was throwing slurs about. We'll get into that tomorrow daytime video. Good evening, everybody. Hopefully there's no religious trauma this week. I hope not. Jesus. Hopefully there's no trauma at all for anyone ever. Please, no trauma. I dig my symbol behind you. That's my symbol. Right, so I'm going to pin this link. This will take you through to the Y-files. Bollocks. No, we won't. Hello, welcome in, everybody. This week is still young. Oh, hell yeah. I'll get in trouble before the week's out. I'll guarantee it. It's a gift. It's very easy. I mean, tomorrow's video is going to get me in trouble. Tomorrow daytime, because I'm firing back at people and refusing to back down to the new social norms, where words I had no idea were slurs are apparently slurs. Fuck 'em. I'm an 80s kid. Those words are staying. So we'll start like we normally do on a Tuesday. I'm very sorry, I'm itching. How was the priest's house? Warm, cozy. It was very nice, actually. Great people running the place. I enjoyed it. So the Paranormal Monkey had a podcast last night, and his guest discussed the true history of the witches' cage in Ostwith. Ostwith, Justin. Not Ostwith. Not how would you say it? Ostwith. And this gentleman has done, or this gentleman and his partner have done a lot of research into it. I read their original article. I think Justin sent it to me, actually, where it appears that the witch's house is not where the new owners think it is. The new owners being Amy's Crypt. But they've come out since and said, They don't regret buying it. Nobody took shots at the fact that it could still potentially be haunted. I don't know. Breamy's Crypto said that they've got stuff to counter it, which cool. I hope they do. But it looks like it's not. Looks like it was built in the 70s on the grounds of something older. But hey, if you want to do a free investigation, stand in the bus stop, because that's where it looks like closest to the old, which is Titty. The spirit box there. Linda, thank you for 1 month. Been a member for over a year. Had to resubscribe. No worries, Linda. I appreciate your year of subscriptions. Appreciate you. Yeah, interesting. And I'm interested, genuinely interested. You know, Amy's Crypt, I don't know what the attitude was, but I assume very cordial. So I look forward to seeing what they've dug up as well. Deathstalker, thank you for the 33 months. Your wish is my command, sir. So I obviously said in... I always ask a question of the guests because I find the topics fascinating. And my question was... Hey, thank you for the 12 months, Cat Commander. I really appreciate that. My question was, can you look into the cage? Because in my shite research, not all as it seems there either. Not the cage. What's it called? The Grey Street in Hull. Basically, I watched... Cass McSass, thank you for the 5 months. Quietly lurking. Lurk away. I looked at Help My House is Haunted go in there. And they had some very, very bold claims. And then I basically said, you know, could you do something on the history of that place? Because it's not all as it seems. And I've been linked to an author. And when I checked my emails, that author had actually emailed me a couple of months ago. I was like, hey, if you don't like that show, check out this history. I'm a week and a half behind on everyone's content. I've missed a fair bit of content recently. I just don't get the time to sit and watch. I know Justin's going to love this, but I do make a point of trying to attend Justin's lives. Same as Boo Productions. Boo Productions, very small channel, and he doesn't start until midnight or 1 a.m. my time. And I tried to at least say hello. I couldn't do it last night because 11 p.m. I was out. Been at the pancakes today, Beardo? No. Bad for you. So yeah, I really enjoyed what was brought to light. I really enjoy most of the guests he has on, to be fair. I see people, not this week, but in previous weeks, saying, oh, why can't these people have better setups? They're fucking authors, not live streamers. Sometimes you've got to sacrifice having a very good sound to get a better story out. I wish that he could have guests on with sound as good as what Justin's is. But, you know, that's what you got to take the rough with the smooth. Some people are only able to use their phones and stuff. But fantastic guests all the time. I mean, I've bought a shitload of books because of it. But yeah, it's a good time. And he's got a good mod team over there. And he's got a good community. Really good community over there. Some of us take the piss. Oh, you missed a good live stream last night and boo. I've heard. Apparently there was people storming off and there was raised voices and everything. I can't wait to watch that. Is it true that Kenny Biddle shouted at Dawson? I'll pay to watch that. I'll buy a membership if that's the only way to see it. It's Jolene. Thank you for the 35 months. Feels like 35 years. Thanks, Jolene. Fuck's sake. Right, let's do the participants. I've left it too long now, haven't I? Talk amongst yourselves. In fairness to Amy and Jared, they were lovely during the chat this morning. I want to get the feelings across. I've had interactions with Amy and Jared before when I questioned Ghost Tube, and they were the only app developers that responded in kind. Just putting that out there. Kenny Biddle putting Dawson in his place. To be fair, Dawson needs to be put in his place. I've opened my mouth about him before. I'm not quite as down on him as I was when I said that. But he's very... How do I put it? He's very opinionated on something that, you know, there's no proof of. If you can argue with Biddle, be prepared to get slapped back down. I argue with Kenny all the time. It's great. I'm not slating anyone. Victoria and Brian the Kitty, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you very, very much. I want to see Dawson get shouted at. I reckon he did that. Sorry. Andrew Hills, thank you for the £2. Troll Tax, just watched. The black phone was okay. I loved the first one. Second one was alright. It was on a live. I'm sure it was done with a little bit of fun. Anyway, A. Wakefield, Al Rar, Amy and Aussie, Andrew Goodyear, Andrew Hills, Blue Sky Lissa, Boogie, Bristol. Bristol! I had to defend why I went to Ed and Lorraine Warren's House of Museum. Why'd you have to defend that? If you want to go to a house full of useless tat to work out whether it's haunted or not, feel free. Right. I'll just say this. I, personally, wouldn't go to the Warrens Museum because I don't want to put money in the pocket of Elton Cassidy's and Matt Rife. That's my personal thoughts on it. Dawson's a good kid, he's learning. Yeah, he needs to learn fucking faster then, don't he? I'm taking the piss before anyone starts. But he could do it learning a bit faster. He really could, because he's still doing the same shit he was doing 3 years ago. He hangs on with Debunkers, he needs to take a bit more on board. But then, that argues with his belief system, so... But if Joe Vitale, who, in my opinion, is an honest investigator, wants to go to the Warren House, the Warren Museum, and do a legitimate investigation to come out of there and say nothing happened, or I think something may have happened, then by all means do it, because otherwise, we don't know. I'm not going to take anything Sam and Colby or anyone else that goes there says at face value, but Biddle, Joe Vitale. That's about it in the States, I think. Now, there's a few in the States. But you don't know unless you go there. If Joe Vitale went there and had an experience there, something that left him open-mouthed, I'd be far more inclined to... Jimbo! Get the fuck out of my chat, you fucking mutant! You creating accounts every bastard day. Nobody wants you here. Fuck off. He's on version fucking 4 there. Take the hint. If you want friends, go and sign up for the Hills Have Eyes 3 or some shit. Fucking weird looking prick. Roger, don't hide Jimbo. He's one of those trolls that's bouncing around the community. He's called me a bully, a MAGA fucking Christian. The guy is an absolute scumbag. And if you were in the UK, I would probably kick the curb. You absolute fucking buffoon. You're pushing buttons. We went 2 days there. Museum was very quiet and peaceful. Did interesting things happen? Yes. Did logical explanations? Yes. Good. That's what I want to see. Sorry, I've ballsed up the introductions and stuff. He's thrown me off now. Fucking prick. Dedicate Jenny, honestly, they are so sad. I had 5 of them yesterday. 5 of them. All with the same account names that they were originally banned for, but then numbers at the end of it. And they're all on version 5 and 6. They put in version 5 and 6. Catherine Lawrence, thank you for the £2 troll tax. Sandra PPHUK, thank you for the £2 troll tax. Here we go, troll tax incoming. Dean Bailey, thank you for the £2 troll tax. Thank you. They're not even inventive trolls. Oh. Beato's being called a MAGA. I'm fucking British. I don't care. Ah, War Games yesterday, brilliant. Never laughed so much in all my life. Jennifer Taylor, thank you for the £5. Shadow IC, thank you for the £2 troll tax. Going back to Warzone yesterday was fun. It was fun. I did enjoy it. The break from gaming has done me the world of good. Roger, you won't find it because I've already blocked him. The t-shirt? Wooden Spoon Survivor. Wooden Spoon Survivor. Lee MC, thank you for the £2. The best Jimbo was the aeroplane. Yep, and he was fat too. Wayne's World of Rock Music, thank you for the £2. troll tax. John Boy Patton, thank you for the £2 troll tax. Anne Wilkinson, thank you for the £2 troll tax. Yesterday was hilarious. I think we all missed it because I hadn't done it for so long. Margaret Kieran, thank you for the €2 troll tax. Oh my god, trolls away. They'll get banned, but I am getting really fucking sick of them. And if any of you pricks in the UK do it, don't forget I know who you are. I'm going to start knocking people's doors because you're pissing me off. Mike Rochette, thank you for the £2 troll tax. Glasgow Ghost Centres, thank you for the £2 troll tax. Blue Sky Lissa, the $2 troll tax. Firefly, thank you for the Canadian $2.79 troll tax. Yes, you can get an Egan.
Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls. Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
Tom Gibson, thank you for the £2 troll tax. Donna Arnold, thank you for the £2 troll tax. Kaz, thank you for the £2 troll tax. Bristol Paranormal Hunters, thank you for the £2 troll tax. Blue Floyd, Troll Toll, £2, let's go. Samantha Cornell, thank you for the $1.99 troll tax. He should be panned. I'm not panning him, he's doesn't get buttons, he's getting fucking called out. I know they're clipping him as well to send them to Jeanette or whatever the fuck that mutant's name is, because she keeps building a case of how horrible I am to trolls. Crack the fuck on, because I'm just going to copyright strike your next channel. Bitch. Priority Demon, thank you for the £2 troll tax. Samantha Cornell, thank you for the $1.99 troll tax. Blue Beardo, the ballet dancer. I fucking saw that. I saw that. Bastards. I don't know if making threats is a good idea. You get in legal trouble. I am being harassed relentlessly online. It's been reported and nothing is getting done about it. Fuck 'em. Crystal is too amazing to send to the trolls? Absolutely. And I didn't threaten them. I said I was going to knock their door. You can knock a door and say, can you stop that now? Hopefully they take a swing at me. Trolling looks like a crap hobby. It's a fucking shit hobby. Nothing but lonely people with nothing better to do. Go and watch a channel you enjoy instead of spending time being a dickhead. PNC, thank you for the £2 troll tax. Quirky Bird, thank you for the £2 troll tax. Hello there, Sweet Goth, Momo, Mickey Sphere. Didn't they sing you happy birthday? What? Nah. They didn't. Real Evidence, thank you for the $1.99 Jimbo tax. The thing is, Jimbo has been banned from Flurio's, Jason Hawes. Off the top of my head, I can't remember anymore, but he's been banned from a lot of places because he goes in there and just slates me to everyone. Then he comes in here, hello everyone. Get a grip. Best way to deal with trolls is not to talk to them. True, but I will. I want to shit talk a troll. I'm going to shit talk a troll. They deserve it. Fuck 'em.
Mary loves Dick. Mary loves Dick. Mary loves Dick.
Make Ababargoid great again. Nobody can make Ababargoid great again. Troll tax, Corvette, please. Absolutely. Fuck, where's up? Lost it.
Yes, we all know Mary likes it. Copy me. Ooh, ooh. Sorry, Carl. What was that?
What's his gripe? His original gripe was I debunked the paranormal files, I believe. Not debunked, but I called him out for slating the community. That's where it started. And then it's just progressed. Him, the emo's mum, all of them just keep turning up. But they're going into other communities and doing it. They get banned from there, so they're making new accounts. I've had the fucking Pitbull making accounts to come into my second channel. He's not brave enough to come here. Thank you, Jet. Kate Albers, thank you for the $1.99. I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. Did somebody ask for wankers?
Wankers.
Beto, I live in the US. Think you find me in Jersey. Fair. Beto, did Crystal turn up the priest's house? No. But the lovely Wayne Dawson, not him. Yeah, Wayne Dawson. Ah, there's too many Dawsons. Dawson Toller. Oh, Wayne Dawson. Yeah, what? I was right first time. Oh. These fucking morons have absolutely thrown me off my game. Tell me why Beardo looks good as a ballet dancer. Cassidy May. Grounded. So first, this was a debunking channel, then a conspiracy channel, and then a gaming. Now it's a reaction. I'm confused. Right. Gurama. I know that is you as Jimbo or the floppy fringe idiot on another account again. You've been timed out on both channels numerous times. Fuck off. Adios. Bye-bye. How lonely have they got to be? Goodbye. Basically sounds like one of those people that were trying to convince you the world was flat. I think they're all flat earthers. I think they all are flat earthers. Nobody likes flat earthers. This is why I would never be a debunker. I can't be asked for the drama, what comes with it. Yeah, but we'll be accused of being the drama llamas. But you don't see the debunking community doing this to anyone. You don't see us trolling people. PBR John, thank you for the 16 months, 19 months in this community on YouTube. I appreciate you, my friend. Gurama is the kid who cries over the £2 donos. Yeah, he basically, he mocked a member of this audience for only donating £2, and I chewed the motherfucker out. And he keeps turning up with different accounts. It's Jimbo on another account, it is. And still, he chose a profile picture that looked like that. Get a cartoon. Sandra, thank you for the troll tax. £2 troll tax. Damn, we broke. Hope the next poop is a hedgehog. Cass McSass, thank you for the $1.99 troll tax. Because we're not asshats. Exactly. We don't behave that way. All they are doing is showing themselves up. That's all they're fucking doing. Tell me why there's no Backstreet Boys button. But there is, you little shit. But there is. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Shadow IC, thank you for the £2 second troll/orc tax. I left when I saw him come in. I'm so pissed right now. I was at Noah's Live and Angry Cajun shows up talking fake shit here and there. It was being nice to him and he made a comment, wanted to jump through the computer. That's why I don't have anything to do with Noah. I know you shouldn't have guilty by association, but if he believes Cajun's nonsense and supports that, I just don't watch. It's easier. But you know, you can actually sing. No, I can't. My dad is laughing, seeing Jesus and shaking his head. Hi, Megan's dad. Troll tax, they won't stop our fun? Absolutely, they will not. Vito, make a troll tax merch. It's happening. I actually need to speak to an Annalise about it, but she's had a very busy week, so I didn't want to bother her. What did you mean when you said the victims' ITC channels were either stupid or pieces of shit? I don't think it's good to blame the victims for being scammed. Kevin, what I said is people that support that disgusting content are idiots. Go and watch it back and get it right before you call me out. Off you pop. And leave a like when you're doing it. Tell me why the trolls are asshats. Thank you, Crazy KT, for the $5. Bye, Kevin. Mods got you. PGWG, thank you for the £4. 2 times cult subscription troll tax. Legends. Yeah. What I said was if you support that after watching my video, knowing what they're doing to the victims' families or the deceased families, then you are in fact a moron and you are in fact stupid and you are promoting and allowing that nonsense to continue. And I stand by that. I was shocked to see the Angry Cajun there. I called his ass out, then the asshole tried to tell me I was not Cherokee and I was lying. You can see what you want. Don't let Dollar Store Jonathan Davis upset you. Yes, Mish Bob. Well, you've missed 3. Banned him, and he made more weird comments. Fuck is wrong with him? Cow's bells. Thank you for the $25. Adorn me, Beardo. I shall do.
Oh, fuck off! Adorn me, Beardo! Fucking A! It's perfect!
Yes, you can have a Mary.
Mary loves Dick. Mary loves Dick. Mary loves Dick.
To do a collab? Absolutely fucking not. I wouldn't with anyone that associates with the Cajun. I would never, ever, ever collab with. Oh, some of you guys may have watched Cajun's recent stuff and be like, that's a harsh stance of somebody that's just fake. He wasn't just faking. Before that, he gave Debunkers a really fucking bad name.
Dude! Bro! Dude! Bro! Demons! Demons, bro! Murders! We've caught a ghost!
My daughter's named Mary. I'm creeped out. Cassie So Sassy, if you want to get further creeped out, when that video was made, Carl Navette had a little girl. Her name is Mary. Real level spoke the hell out of the stage in Cajun is ridiculous shed. Yeah, I made a video very similar to it and I deleted it when Mike's came out. Can you get a wee? Yes, you can. I don't have the Zach Bagans one anymore because people weren't asking for it. He was taking up room. And Zach doesn't deserve the skin off my shit, let alone being featured on this channel. If you hope you well, can Fiona have a possum, please? Yes, she can. Hi, Vinny. Hi, Fiona. Hi, Mr. B. Can we please get a router? Hashtag Beardo's fault. It's not my fault this time. Might be. Where the fuck's my router button gone? I haven't moved it.
Rawr. Rawr.
The disco. It's not a rat. Don't watch that shit channel unless a debunker has him on. He's bullshit through and through. Yeah, and he was so rude to... There's people he's been rude to that I don't like, but the weight stuff in regards to women, that was where I drew the line with him, and I tore him apart for it. Possum King, the new... Is Possum Pete the king of playing the deadbeat? What? Beardo, sweetie, opinion on the Sally House? I don't really know enough about it, to be fair. I've watched many people go there. The whole thing about certain teams being allowed in the basement apparently is to do with the time of year. In the winter, they don't let people down there because of the pilot light or something. It's actually a health and safety thing. Do I think it's haunted? I've never seen anything come out of the Sally House to convince me that it's haunted. Never have. Crow of Judas, good evening. Lycan, I'm sorry. I've just seen that. Lycan, sorry to hear about that. Possum Pete playing possum. Yes. They. Posted a basement clip in Discord. Yeah, Mickey, I read your comment. I did a bit more looking about. And yeah, there are big teams that have been told they're not allowed in there. There are also teams apparently have forced their way in there. Crew of Judas. Right, what have we got? What time are we? Right, give it 2 minutes and then we will go to the Y-Files reaction. And this reaction is Unexplained Phenomena. The Dead Village, Rain Phenomena, and a YouTube mystery. But this is the Campfire Tales. I don't think there's going to be debunking at the end of this. But the stories are cool. I love a good ghost story or a haunted tale or a mythological beast tale. Good evening, Martin Davidson. How are you doing? First time watching one of your lives and I'm enjoying it. Joe Music Chill, I appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome in. Welcome into the community. Vito, could you give your opinion on John Fury? Do you think he's living through his son or stealing... John Fury? I don't know who that is. Wait, is he something to do with Tyson Fury? I don't have an opinion because I don't know who it is. Zach is the only person I know who's been possessed or almost possessed at every location. That's because Zach Bagans is a bit of a twat. The fish doesn't hold a candle to Possum Pete. I'm not even arguing with that. Not arguing with it. Love a good urban legend story? I do. John Fury is a knob. When you get the chance, I've done a really not haunted video. Have you? Hello? Hello? What? Why are you saying hello? Are we 3 years old? Is this the man who it always rained around? I don't know. I haven't watched it. I tend not to watch the Wi-Fi stuff that piques my interest. I get to watch with you guys instead. And he's never shut me down mid-live stream for copyright. Apparently he doesn't mind people using his stuff, so there we go. Please don't donate to Crow's B-Day fund. Get a hose pipe, Crow. Just jam it in there. Whack it on full blast. Stand like that. Just wait for the Punami. The power of Febreze compels you. Bit of a twat. Isn't that a term of endearment from a Welshman? No. No, it's not. Unless I say to one of you guys. You guys are fine. Hi, Sandra. Good to see you. Well, you can knock me down with a feather. But I couldn't. Hello, Justin, fellow dancer. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace what's been going on in people's Discords. Somebody turned me into a fucking ballerina. Vito, what's your thoughts on people being possessed? See, that's a sticky subject for me. Because I'm not religious. I don't believe in it. Do I think that demons are possessing people? No. Do I think that some people believe they are being possessed because of their religious upbringings? Yes. And I'll I try not to get into religious debates, but something has landed in my lap this week, and it's going to be a bit of a tangent for the channel. It's going to be I don't know. It's going to be a bit of a swing. Because, I'm not going to say too much. Basically, somebody through faith stopped giving her mum medication. Didn't tell her mum or grandmother that she wasn't giving her medication, just stopped it. And you can imagine the results, and it's all linked to pyramid schemes and stuff like that. But it's kind of paranormal adjacent because of the religious aspect. So, you know, faith and vitamins don't do shit. So I'll be going down that route. Whitechapel area, haunted or not? I've been to the Whitechapel area a number of times. Never experienced anything, but I wasn't looking for it. But then that's how most people have experiences, by not looking for it. However, if somewhere could be haunted because of upset and emotion scarring the land, then why not Whitechapel? Do I believe Annalise McHale was possessed? I personally don't, but you know what happened to her is disgusting. Obviously she passed. What do you think of Colton and Tanner from Mindseed branching out on a new channel? Not a lot. I've watched it. It's shit. They're just doing the Mindseed thing. They're just doing the Mindseed. It's Mindseed 2.0. Victor Ox, thank you for subscribing. So yeah, I'm going to do a bit of a swerve on the channel because obviously we reacted to a possession video by Papa Meat, and it got really, really fucking dark towards the end. And I started to lose my shit with it. Not with Papa Meat, but with what these religious cults were doing to people. And I said I want to go further down that route, and I've got some help going down that route because I didn't understand how MLMs and MLMs and pyramid schemes and stuff all linked into it. So I've got some help behind the scenes, and I'm going to start branching. If it's paranormal adjacent, which religion can be, specifically for me, because there's about as much chance of God as there is ghosts, I guess. But then again, I don't think I've ever seen God. I think I've seen a ghost. Queen Karma, hello to you. Don't change, Beardo. I can't now. 44. I ain't changing. Story of Annalise was tragic. It absolutely soul destroying. What a needless waste of life based off people's religious beliefs. It's terrifying. You cannot dismiss supernatural beings just because you do not believe in them. However, bogus claims of possession because of lack of logic needs calling out. True. I don't... Listen, I'm not religious. I don't believe in God. If somebody else in my community or my friends, whoever... You know, my mum is religious. If somebody else has religion in their lives and that religion makes them feel better, makes them a better person in their eyes, it gives them happiness, have at it. Have at it. Really, absolutely. When somebody tries to force it on me, I do clap back a little. I get quite heated about it. Hey, Heart Mode, how you doing? Rude. That's what she says, rude. Rude. Here is the goddess of bad judgment and piss-poor decisions. Hello, Weird Fox. Joe, do I need to get on my knees if I ever met... Whoa, Megan. He's not that type of guy. Calm your titties and further south. What's wrong with you? Right. Y-Files. Alyssa, I'm glad you read that the same I did. Did you try that weird app that sent people to dead bodies or bad places? Are you on about Random Ortega? The owner said that entire thing was a laugh. It was never meant to be serious. I'm a Christian. I believe in God, but I also understand that what I believe is that shit crazy. I knew you were... I know that Joe Vitale's religious. I know that Jeff from Boo Productions is very religious. I never mock them for it. Never. But they don't force their religion on me. I'm good with that. People get on their knees to pray. Oh, why would you pray to Joe? Don't lie. You're on about gobbling him off. Pervert. It's not religious trauma this week. It's not. Wait, screen share. Have I got a camera on? Yes, I do. Fucking clicking the wrong screen there. Pull myself out a bit. Let's go.
This episode of the Y-Files is brought to you by PDS Debt. Gather round, because this happened. Suffolk, England, October 1957. 3 Royal Navy cadets walked across Green Hills on a training exercise, map reading and orientation. William Lang, Michael Crowley, and Ray Baker.
Sea cadets. In the Army cadets.
Beautiful Sunday morning. Birds sang,
Goblin
church bells rang in the distance. Below them was the quaint, small village of Kersey. They walked down the slope toward the town, expecting to find a pub or a telephone. Instead, everything just stopped. The bells went silent, the birds vanished, and the only sound left was their footsteps on the grass. But there was something new, the smell of death.
That music was so loud, I actually jumped. There was a little startle in the chest. Holy shit.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
I love that film.
Thank goodness you're here. Where's the first aid kit and extra cash stash?
What's the cash for now?
I gotta pay this guy off.
How long have they been cadets for? I don't know. Hams, not HMS. What? He does use AI. Smell of Death. It was Surstroming. It was Ryan and Beardo's ass. I don't know what you mean.
Wyatt.
What are you talking about? What happened?
They were seamen.
Beaver Brothers. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Wyatt. One of the Beaver Brothers been a customer.
What do you mean a customer?
When we thought the guy's hand was a biscotti. Look, it was dry, knobbly, and honestly, the guy was asking for it. It's not my fault if he doesn't moisturize.
Why was some guy trying to touch Wyatt?
Oh, that's how we do things here at the Beaver Cafe.
Oh my god, delete me now, this is so cringe. You leave Hecklefish alone. Looked like that middle cadet was about 60. It was AI, alright.
Oh no.
You bring a
It's definitely not made for
order
kids.
a drink, and spend an hour petting a beaver together.
Do you even hear yourself? Do you know how that sounds?
That sounds adorable. It's about connection. It's about touch. It's about beaver enrichment. You know, not a lot of people have experience touching a nice beaver.
You charge people to touch wet beavers.
I swallowed in time.
Oh, there's something healing about it. A warm latte in one hand, a nice wet beaver in the other. Now that's what I call wellness.
Look, what is
Did my chat write this for him? Jesus.
this really about?
I'm up to that in my beautiful camel latte scented gills. And not only do I have to pay that guy off, I have to pay off my credit card debt. But before that, I need to pay whatever I charged at 2 a.m. when I thought I was buying a hot tub. I gotta stop taking Ambien and going on Amazon.
Okay. Maybe it's time you try PDS debt.
Did you just slap a QR code on my dignity and call it today's sponsor?
What gave you that idea? You say you want a fresh start, but your debt is still there, and it's getting worse.
Kids, leave the room. Hopefully this goes over the heads of most of you. Back to Troll Tax Beater for all the lives I've missed. Hope you're never in the chat doing well. Thank you, Paul Harrison. I appreciate you. You don't have to backdate anything.
Every month, but there is a way out. PDS Debt has helped hundreds of
Spitters
thousands
are
escape
quitters.
debt with personalized plans
Right.
tailored to your situation.
Let's jump
And
this
there's
bit.
help. We've offer alternative solutions.
No, the IRS audit. Apparently, beaver fondling isn't a valid business discussion. Go figure. Listen, I gotta go. Gertie's back. I sent her for milk, but they ran out, so, she made her own. Honey, you know that's not pasteurized.
I know some people get annoyed by Hecklefish and the ads. They amuse me, alright? I'm childish. Is this real? Or Hecklefish?
William Lang was
Yeah.
from Scotland, a stranger to this part of East England. Michael Crowley and Ray Baker were local, all of them sharp, observant, fearless. But nothing in their training prepared them for Kersey. The silence hit them first. One moment, wind blew through the trees and birds sang in the distance. The next moment, nothing. The air went dead. Not quiet, dead. William later described it as an overwhelming feeling of sadness and depression. Something pressed down on them, a weight they could physically feel. The hills behind them showed orange leaves, red maples, and the browns of autumn. That made sense. It was October. But here in the village, everything looked summer green. They walked from October into summer in 10 steps.
There's not going to be debunks at the end of this. The campfire tales, just for people that are coming in now, the campfire tales are just that, campfire tales. These are not his usual sort of thing where he debunks at the end. These are just cool stories. Cool story, bro. Them type.
The village looked empty. No cars on the streets, no people walking between houses, no dogs barking, no children playing, no sounds of Sunday life. But smoke rose from the chimneys. Straight gray columns that climbed into the sky without moving. No wind blew them, like they were frozen in time. The cadets felt an irrational animal terror that made them want to run back up the hill, but they pushed forward. The houses looked wrong. Timber-framed structures that appeared medieval, but not ruined, not restored, but actively lived in. Yet they lacked every modern feature. No power lines, no television antennas, no telephone poles. Some windows had glass, but most were just open shutters. Their footsteps echoed on the cobblestones. Every sound they made felt too loud, like they broke some unspoken rule just by being there. They did not feel welcome. The church was supposed to be full of people. The streets were supposed to be...
Cadets go from, I think it's 13 to 17. But you do get adult instructors and adults, people that turn 17, 18, they go back. Just so you know. I know, because I did it.
Busy with families walking home from
Not the
services.
Seaman Cadets.
Instead, Kersey was a ghost town. They passed a house with its door open. Lang looked inside. Dust floated in the light, but didn't settle. It just hung there. The interior looked lived in, but nobody was there. Near the stream at the village center...
Who sticks their head in somebody's house if the door is open? Get beheaded for that.
Ducks stood motionless in the water. Not swimming, not moving, just sitting there, silent. The cadets looked up at the
Wet
trees.
fingers.
The branches didn't move. And something even more unsettling, the trees cast no shadows. They reached a shop window. No glass, just an open hole in the wall. They approached the window, hoping to find someone who could explain what happened. It was a butcher shop. No counters, no cash register, no refrigeration. Just thick wooden planks, dark with old bloodstains and iron hooks hanging from the ceiling. And hanging
No,
from
Ryan.
the hooks
No, I
were
don't.
3 oxen carcasses, with flesh rotting off the bone.
You would stick your head in to see if they got good biscuits. Oh dear. Jail time?
They weren't the carcasses of cows. They were oxen.
Hey, Shannon.
Oxen were used as work animals, not for meat. Nobody in England slaughtered oxen anymore. The carcasses hung by their back legs, skinned and gutted. The meat turned completely green with decay, and sticky green fluid dropped from their bodies onto the dusty floor. Then the smell hit them. Old blood and rot. The sweet and metallic stench of meat that sat dead for days in warm weather, decomposing in the open air. On a thick wooden table was a curved butcher's blade, the kind used before industrial slaughterhouses, before stainless steel. It was October in Suffolk, mild weather, perfect condition for flies. Now, in the real world, rotting meat in October warmth attracts swarms of flies.
October warmth? In Suffolk? Not even I'm that geographically challenged.
The cadets should have heard them buzzing from 20 feet away, but there were no flies, no maggots, no insects crawling over green flesh. Nothing moved because
Lots, BB1
nothing
UK.
lived here.
Lots.
They looked up, searching for the church tower where the bells rang when they approached. But the tower was gone. The church ended where the nave stopped, half finished. Construction halted in the middle of the build. Then the backs of their necks prickled. They spun around. The windows of the houses were dark, but someone was there.
There's Fred from 30 East Drive making a guest appearance.
Multiple someones. Hiding in the shadows behind dark windows, someone was watching the 3 strangers who wandered into their village. And whoever they were, they wanted them to leave.
It's definitely a story
The
because it's called
oppression grew
October.
heavy.
True.
It pressed down on their shoulders, making it hard to breathe. Michael Crowley started to shiver. His hands shook. His breathing was fast and shallow.
Paul, how was October in Suffolk? Was it summer warm? I think not.
Pure terror. The kind that bypasses thought and screams at your brain to run. "We need to leave," he said. His voice sounded flat and dead, like sound couldn't travel through the air. But the cadets agreed, and they didn't walk out of Kersey. They ran. They scrambled up the far hillside, boots slipping on the wet grass, lungs burning. Lang later described running for a few hundred yards before they could even stop. When they finally collapsed on the ridge, gasping for air, they looked back at Kersey.
Hey, when I was in the cadets, I could run up a hill without my lungs burning and collapsing and stuff. Come on!
It looked normal. A car drove down the main street. Smoke dispersed naturally in
Time
the
slip.
wind. The church bell rang out, clear and normal. The church tower wasn't mid-construction, it stood tall against the sky. The village was alive again, or alive for the first time since they'd entered it. The green oxen were gone. The quiet was gone. It was like it never happened. But Lang knew what he saw, and he knew Kersey saw him back. The three men didn't speak about their experience for years. They knew how it sounded, and they had careers to protect. In the late 1980s,
Hams. AI fucked this right up, haven't they?
William Lang went back. Not physically, not yet. He was older now, living in Australia, and the questions never stopped. He talked by phone with Michael Crowley. They went over what happened. Crowley didn't remember in as much detail, but he remembered the quiet, the lack of wires, no streetlights, and he remembered the bizarre butcher shop. Something strange happened that day. They both knew it. Lang wrote to Andrew Mackenzie. Mackenzie was a psychical researcher who spent decades looking at cases like this. Time slips.
See, there's an incredible story of a time slip. I think it was in Liverpool, where a woman walks into a shop, and she walks in and she's like transported to the 1940s, and everything's just going on around her like they're unaware of her. And then a guy walks in, stops, looks at her and says, "Do you see that?" And then he stopped and she ran out of the store. But apparently those people have been found and they swear blind that it happens. That's incredible that two people have given a very similar statement. Do I believe it? I don't know. I'd like to. I think it's cool.
Someone seeing the past with their own eyes. Mackenzie read Lang's letter. This wasn't just another ghost story. This was something extraordinary. They corresponded for years. Mackenzie cross-referenced every detail against historical records. Lang described everything he could remember. The smell, the quiet, the watchers in the windows, the green oxen hanging in a shop that shouldn't have existed. In 1990, Mackenzie flew Lang to England, and they walked through Kersey together. The village looked normal. Tourists wandered between the old buildings, cars were parked along the road. The quiet was gone, replaced by ordinary sounds of a living community. Lang found the building that was once the butcher shop. It wasn't a shop anymore, it was a private residence. He knocked on the door. An elderly woman answered. Lang asked about the history of the house.
Wrong Crowley. Imagine ringing the wrong one. The guy from Supernatural. Or the even worse one.
House, whether it was ever
Void Street in Liverpool, many stories of time slips there. I'd love to speak to somebody that's actually experienced it.
a butcher shop, whether she knew anything about its past. The woman told him it was a private house for as long as anyone could remember. But Mackenzie's research showed differently. The building was built in 1350. Records showed it operated as a butcher shop for over a century. Lang's face went pale. 1350 was the year Black Death reached Kersey.
That'd be the smell.
The plague killed half of England. People died faster than they could be buried. Farms were abandoned. Animals...
Can we just take... Can we... it's a newish, couple of weeks old. Take a minute to appreciate this artwork. The skeleton army with the scythes and stuff. This is cool. I'd love to have this on my ceiling. Can anyone paint this on my ceiling? Bit of time slip video idea. I'd only be telling somebody else's tale, though. I don't really do that.
Were slaughtered and left to rot because there was no one left to butcher them. Entire villages were wiped out. But Mackenzie's research revealed something more specific.
Baby.
The cadets didn't see Kersey during the plague itself. They saw it afterward, decades afterward. The church tower construction halted in 1348. The shell of the half-built tower stood unfinished for decades. But the village buildings had glazed windows. The wool trade had returned. They were in recovery. Mackenzie concluded the cadets saw Kersey as it was around 1420, 70 years after the plague, a village that survived. But the quiet wasn't gone.
No, my luck, I'd just go into a time slip, into that time zone, and be like, whoa, this is cool as shit. Come back out of there, go home, and be like, feel a bit rough. Next thing you know, I've got the fucking plague. Just my luck. You don't just go through a time slip so you can find out when Yellowstone erupts. What? What are you on about?
The trauma of 1350 burned so deeply into Kersey that it could still be experienced 6 centuries later. The land remembered the plague, the absence of life, in a place where hundreds died in agony over a period of months. They didn't travel to a parallel universe.
You went back the next day to try and find it. Couldn't find it. It's a normal side alley. I looked for the alleyway online, and it Google when it was invented and nothing. Have you experienced a time slip, Jet? I hope so. You don't know about the super volcano under Yellowstone. Wasn't that in a film? Wasn't that a film with Tommy Lee Jones? Or was it the James Bond dude? Hey, Naomi. Moist.
They traveled to a memory. The watchers in the windows weren't plague victims. They were the descendants, the survivors, living in houses where their grandparents died, walking streets where bodies were stacked into piles because there wasn't enough living to bury the dead.
Another side tangent. Plague Doctor masks are cool. Love the look of them. Might end up in a toy shop in 77. You could get some cool Star Wars stuff. Ooh. I want to go to time slip.
The trauma passed down, the fear encoded in the village itself. 600 years apart, they made eye contact through time. The green oxen were the echo. Animals slaughtered in the early days of the outbreak, hung in the butcher shop and then abandoned as the butcher himself sickened and died. The meat rotted because there was no one to cook it, no one to eat it, no one left alive. That image...
Hey, special ed. I feel you there. I've had some time slips because of alcohol. No worries, Silver Lady. Don't worry about it. I have a plague doctor mask. I wore it during COVID. I said they just looked cool. I love that.
The waste, the death, the futility burned into the building so deeply that 3 boys from Scotland and England walked through the door and saw it again. The 3 men...
Anywhere in rural Yorkshire counts as a time slip. Shots fired! Shots fired! Beardo, do you know why there is a long beak on the plague masks? I may be wrong, but I think I know why there was a long beak on the plague masks. Did they not put flowers and perfume inside the plague mask because they thought that the nice smell would basically stop them from getting the plague? Or the Black Death, as they would have called it. Is that correct? Am I right there? It's not my birthday. It's not. Plague, piled up corpses, rotten carcasses. Suffolk never looks so good. Oh, Justin. Herbs? I thought it was like flowers, herbs. I didn't think herbs. Flowers and like perfumes and stuff. Eucalyptus? Hey, I got asked a question and I got it right. On a live stream. Aha! Fucking ruined everyone's day now, haven't I? It was weed.
Stayed in touch but never spoke about what they saw. They didn't need to, because on quiet Sunday mornings, when church bells ring in the distance, they still check the street outside their windows, making sure no one is standing there, looking back.
Ooh. Yeah, that was a cool story. I like that. The AI tucked him up a bit there. But yeah, I enjoyed that story. That was a good one. Pencil shavings. What? Mark it on the calendar. It'll be a mastermind. I don't go that fucking far. Marijuana. Do you know what? We went out to pick up a fireplace. Don't ask. It was heavy as shit. Mrs. Geek says to me, hey, we'll go and pick up this fireplace. It looks like marble. It was marble. Me and my skinny wife trying to pick up marble. Oh my God, it was fucking torturous. Hurt myself doing it. But we were driving up the Rhondda valleys to go and collect it. The smell of weed billowing across the valley. I can nobody else smell that. Jesus. We go check it out, Beard. Yeah. As long as I can crash in your house.
Got it.
Yeah, Ring a Rosies, you're correct there. A tissue, we all fall down was because of the Black Plague, yeah. Or the Black Death, sorry, the plague. Yes, indeed. Actually, it's pointless us going to check that because it's a story, not a real... Peter, why on earth have you got a marble fireplace? Bit up market. Going in the fucking dining room. Hey, don't ask me. Our house looks nice because Mrs. Geek does the decorating and the decor. Nothing to do with me. If I did it, there'd be Slipknot pit posters in the living room.
Around. This happened, and it's still unsolved.
Did it?
Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, February 1983.
Have we got anyone from Pennsylvania in the chat? Anyone from Pennsylvania in the chat? Can you confirm this? Sending smoke signals from the valley. Honestly, it was so strong. Peter, I'm not sure if you saw Yellowstone. It's really the caldera of a super volcano. Is it? No worries, Kristen.
Don Decker stood in the bathroom of his friend's house, washing his hands.
Shut up,
in the
Ryan.
sink. The temperature dropped 30 degrees in a second. He could see his breath. Then he felt a drop of water hit the top of his head. He looked up at the ceiling. Dry. He looked down at the floor. Nothing. The water didn't fall from above. It materialized midair and flew sideways. The water seemed alive, and it was hunting him.
You are? How does water hunt you? To make jaw sounds. Dun, 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 dun. Slipknot suck. Yellowstone is going to blow one day. Is it actually a volcano, is it? No, that I didn't know. But I thought... Well, Dante's Peak is what I was thinking of. Wasn't that loosely based on if Yellowstone erupted? Have you ever seen The Abyss? Many, many, many years ago. It's one of those things I want to rewatch, and I've never got around to it. I was born in Pittsburgh. My parents brought me here when I was 1. Thanks for the useless information. I got black butterflies, dragons, and bats on one of my living room walls. Nice. Hey, Polly Pop.
Don Decker served time at Monroe County Correctional Facility for receiving stolen property. Don was 21 years old. The stolen property charge was minor, tools taken from a construction site.
2012, you're thinking of Beard. Oh. Trent, I know you're trying to push my buttons, but I am ignoring you to get through this reaction video. You buffoon.
He got 18 months.
Ryan, I do not love you. You guffed in my mouth. My mouth was open. That's disgusting.
In February 1983, he got a temporary furlough to attend his grandfather's funeral. Don felt relieved.
Fun fact, Ring a Rosie, not actually a plague song. It's from the 1881. The Black Plague happened. Are you sure? It was still written about the plague, no matter when it was written, wasn't it? Pocket full of posies. A tissue, we all fall down. And then the Americans went and fucked it all up. They changed the words.
But he also felt rage. Not...
It's ashes, ashes, we all fall down. It's a tissue. A tissue. We all fall down.
At his grandfather, at himself. For years, he'd pushed down what that old man did to him. The abuse. The way nobody believed him when he tried to tell them. At the funeral...
Yellowstone is the end of the world if it blows. Game over. Really? Yellowstone has the potential to wipe out most human life on it. Whoa. We should use volcano energy. You'd think they could use it, right? We fuck everything up. I mean, the human race fucks everything up, to be fair. It's true that the Ring of Rosie isn't about the plague. My entire adult life and my child life was a lie. A lie. What was it about? Dogs can look up. When I had the Rottweiler, if I said, "Do you want cheese?" guess what the dog did? It looked up. Never had anything so ridiculous in my life. Yeah, it was about the plague due to the circular ring rash on the wrist. Hey, there's contention in the chat. What is a tissue anyway? Well, a tissue you blow your nose in, but a tissue is the sound of a sneeze in the nursery rhyme. I refuse to believe it's not. I'm sorry. I can't have this. I can't have it. We are fucking Googling. Is Ring Rosie's about the plague? Oh shit. No. Ring of Roses is Ring of Roses is not definitively about the plague. While a popular modern theory links the rhyme to the Great Plague of 1665, folklorists agree this connection is a myth that emerged in the mid-20th century, long after the song was recorded. The rhyme likely originated from the Victorian-era child games. There's a BBC drama called Supervolcano about a hypothetical Yellowstone eruption. Gosh, I ain't watching that. It'll scare the shit out of me. Volcano eruptions and tidal waves scare the shit out of me. Used to have a dream about tidal waves. Yeah, it is a tidal wave, right? The big tsunami type wave that takes out cities and shit. Watched the film about one when I was a kid. Right, no contemporary records from the plague era link the song to the disease. Interpretation of the song as a plague rhyme did not appear until the mid-20th century. The song is likely a traditional harmless children's game that involves dancing and falling, common in many European cultures. The roses and ashes It's a tissue, not fucking ashes! Interpretation is a retrospective attempt to find meaning, with early versions of the song varying greatly. The idea that the song is about the plague is a form of modern folklore or urban legend rather than historical fact. There we go. Ring of Roses was not about the plague. Hey, Bubble Wrap, how you doing? I was being polite, giving Beardo a love puff. You farted in my open mouth, you pig. I deserved it, but still.
Don stood in the back and watched relatives cry for a man who terrorized him since childhood. His hands started shaking. His chest felt tight. He could.
For a pocket full of posies, they had so much life that they tried to cover the smell with flowers. Yeah. What's Humpty Dumpty based on? A lot of them are tales to wise you up. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Humpty Dumpty... Basically, telling kids not to climb up on stuff because if you fall off, you crack your head open and lights out permanently. I don't know what Jack and Jill and the Pail of Water was about. Fucking weird. Like Hansel and Gretel was, I know it's not a nursery rhyme, it's more of a tale, but it was about greed with children, and a lot of the tales and the grim tales and stuff and nursery rhymes, they were all kind of fun ways to tell kids, don't be dumbasses. Humpty Dumpty was a cannon. Then how did he fall? Who turned Humpty Dumpty into an Easter egg, by the way? Why is Humpty Dumpty always depicted as an egg? Where did that come from? Humpty Dumpty was a cannon. Entire childhood. Oh my god, I can't spell Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty meaning. Humpty Dumpty means a short, fat person. What? Right. Humpty Dumpty is a character in an English nursery rhyme, probably originally a riddle, and is typically portrayed as a anthropomorphic egg. I couldn't read that then, though he is not explicitly described as such. The first recorded version of the rhyme dates from the late 18th century England, and the tune is 1870 James William Eliot's National Nursery Rhymes and Nursery Songs. Its origins are obscure, and theories have been advanced to suggest original meanings. Theories! See? As a figure in nursery culture, the character appears under a variety of near-rhyming names, such as Lil Trill, Danish, Wurgle Woggle in German, Wurgle Woggle sat on a wall, Pumpelkin is also German, and Herberty Bob, Pennsylvanian Dutch. As a character from a literary allusion, Humpty Dumpty was referred to in several works of literature and popular culture in the 19th century. Lewis Carroll particularly made him an animated egg. Oh, I didn't know Humpty Dumpty was in Through the Looking Glass. That's fucking weird. Mother's Goose is the tune. That all of you saying about the canon, you're wrong. From 1996, a tourist boat attributed the origin of the rhyme to a cannon, as used in the Church of St. Mary at the Walls by Royalist defenders in the siege of 1648. So there you go. Humpty Dumpty wasn't based on a cannon. The same thing happened with Ring of Roses. Somebody just attributed it to. I'm not going to get too deep into that. It's not a cannon. Haha. He was an egg that fell off a wall. Makes much more sense than a cannon.
Couldn't breathe. He left before the service ended. During his furlough, Don stayed with friends Bob and Jeannie Kiefer. That night, Don went to the bathroom to splash water in his face. The temperature dropped 30 degrees. Water. He could see his breath. Then he felt a drop of water hit the top of his head. The ceiling was dry. So was the floor. So were the walls. The water was just appearing. The Kiefers called the police. A patrolman arrived at the house expecting a plumbing emergency. What he found wasn't a leaky pipe. He watched water materialize inches.
That history program, Balshi Girl, lied.
From the ceiling and fall on Don Decker wherever he stood. They checked the pipes, the roof, the walls.
Ring of Roses for scarlet fever. That ain't a bad shout.
Everything was dry. The water existed only in the space around Don. When Don's furlough ended, he returned to the prison. He thought he'd be safe inside the concrete walls. He thought whatever happened to him at the Kiefer's house would stay behind. It was
Shut up, Ryan.
Don sat in his cell, solid concrete, no pipes in the ceiling, no windows to the outside. The sounds of the other prisoners suddenly faded away. The air turned cold. A mist formed near the ceiling. Don looked up. A drop of water hit his face, and then another. Then it began to pour inside his concrete cell. Don screamed for the guards. Officer Walbert ran over, expecting a broken...
Mary, Mary, quite contrary, is believed to be about Bloody Mary being slaughtered. Is it? I did not push Humpty Dumpty off his wall. Have I watched the series Yellowstone? I haven't. It doesn't appear to tickle my pickle.
Toilet or some kind of prank. He looked through the bars and saw the water. It wasn't collecting on the ceiling. The water materialized a few inches below the ceiling, then fell in a steady stream onto Don Decker. Walbert unlocked the door and stepped inside. He got wet immediately. He checked the ceiling with his hands. Bone dry. He checked the walls. Also dry. The water existed.
Somebody said about this earlier. Somebody else has heard about this, right? I think we should all start a rumor about the nursery rhymes about tonight, spread it around. Mark the Sarcastic Law Student, thank you for the 17 months. 17 months, let's go. Thank you very, very much, my friend.
Existed only in the air around Don. Now, Walbert was a straight arrow. He dealt in facts, evidence, things that could be measured and explained. This was impossible. but his uniform was soaked. And the smell, it didn't smell like tap water or condensation.
What does tap water smell like? What does condensation smell like? I'm getting the whiff of high quality tap H2O.
It smelled like ozone, like the air after a lightning strike, like a thunderstorm was trapped in a concrete box.
See, you get that smell in the summer, don't you? When it rains on the concrete and you get that summer rain smell, like damp concrete. That smells cool. Future mold. Smells like water from a tap, but it doesn't smell of anything. Listen, if you've got tap water and it smells, don't drink it. Mary, quite contrary. Shave your bum is too damn hairy. My daughter taught me that when I was 8. Oh, your dad taught you that when you were 8. Yeah, it was like, Mary had a little lamb, fleece as white as snow. It stood beneath a pylon. 50,000 volts shot up his ass until it's wool to nylon. My grandfather taught me that.
Don sat on his bunk and muttered to himself. Walbert slowly backed toward the door. He needed to tell the lieutenant. Walbert was a corrections officer for 12 years. He'd seen riots, stabbings, men lose their minds, but he'd never seen the laws of physics break. Not until tonight. Walbert looked at Don for an explanation, but Don said nothing. He rocked back and forth with his eyes wide. Then he looked up and smiled, but it wasn't.
The smell of rain is called petrica. Petrica? Am I saying that right? Can't you smell water if you go without it for so long? I don't know, I thought water was sort of odorless. But you say water is tasteless, but it's not. There is a taste to water, so I guess there is a smell. We purify our water because we live in the country and the filter is not healthy. Corn's version of Mary Had a Little Lamb was better. Yeah, I can't even repeat that on stream.
His smile. It was someone else's.
So was Jingle Balls.
Word spread through the prison. Lieutenant Keenhold didn't believe in ghosts or demons or psychic phenomena. He believed in order, discipline, and rational explanations. He heard the reports from his officers and assumed they played some kind of elaborate joke. He marched to the cell block and ordered Walbert to bring Deckard to his office. Don was escorted in and sat in a chair across from the lieutenant's desk. A captain sat nearby as a witness. Keenhold didn't waste time. He ordered Don to make it rain in here right now. Don looked at him with a blank expression. He didn't argue or protest. He concentrated. Then the room went silent, the fluorescent lights flickered, and a single drop of water hit the lieutenant's desk.
What's that? France stopped using the guillotine in 1974. Scary they used it that long. Depends what they did.
Then the captain looked down. A patch of water appeared on his shirt. It spread across the fabric, soaked through in seconds.
Keenhold sounds like bullshit. These are campfire tales, not the stuff he debunks after. They are just cool stories.
Dry. His skin stayed dry. The lieutenant stood up and backed away from his own desk. Then the violence started. An invisible force struck Don from the side. It lifted him out of the chair and threw him against the wall. The captain described what he saw.
Fuck me, Lorraine Warren will be in there now. It's a demon.
He flew across the room with the force as though a bus had hit him. I'd never seen anything like this.
Officers rushed to restrain him. Big men trained to handle prison riots, and they couldn't hold him. Don suddenly had strength far beyond his size. He snarled and thrashed and spoke in a voice that didn't sound like his own. 3 deep scratches appeared on his neck. Claw marks.
Fuck me, now we've gone to the Twin Paranormal territory. Look out!
As if something invisible raked him with sharp fingers. The officers watched the skin split open in real time. Blood welled up and ran down his collar. There was no weapon, no source. The skin just split open. The guards were right there, close enough to touch him. They saw this happen. Don collapsed to the floor and convulsed. The water continued to fall. It rained in the lieutenant's office. It rained in the hallway. It rained wherever Don went. Then new scratches covered Don's cheeks, 3 parallel lines on each side, while 6 officers watched. Someone slipped a gold cross into Don's hand. He screamed and threw it to the floor.
Vampire confirmed. Never agreed with the death penalty. That's just massively up for contention. I'm not gonna get into it. We've got different opinions on it, John Boy, and we probably leave that there.
The metal burned his
Safer.
palm. The officers saw the mark.
Vampire.
The lieutenant was running out of ideas. He called the prison chaplain. The chaplain walked into the chaos, saw the water, saw the fear in the eyes of the experienced officers. He opened his Bible and began to read. The water reacted. It turned from rain into a swirling mist that surrounded
Hey,
Don.
staffies.
And then the smell changed. No longer ozone, but sulfur.
Demon confirmed.
Then the chaplain felt pressure on his throat, like an invisible hand.
Laura Lee, thanks for the £5. Hey, bit of ring of roses about the plague. Bubos in the armpit were black and ring-shaped. Also, medieval manuscripts state it. Google, etc., not facts. It appears we've got a bit of a conundrum.
Squeezing. He choked. He couldn't finish the prayer. Whatever held Don Decker was stronger than God.
Well, ain't that, is it? He ain't real. Sorry.
The witnesses were
Thanks for
police
£5, Laura.
officers, correctional officers, prison officials, and a chaplain. These were men trained to observe, trained to detect lies, trained to maintain order in
I was wiping at that dead pixel on his t-shirt. I thought I had something on my monitor.
chaotic situations. They filed official reports. They went on record. They submitted to interviews. The patrolman who responded to the Kiefer home filed an official report. Officer
Always use Google Scholar for research rather than general Google. I didn't even know that was a thing. Google Scholar.
Walbert maintains to this day that everything he saw was real.
Very late,
I've
Pink
been a
Angel.
cop for 12 years.
Very late.
I've never seen anything like this.
Do you want a lozenge? Because you sound like you've got a sore throat.
The water fell, but there was no source.
Hey, I did the voiceover.
Lieutenant Keenhold confirmed the water phenomena. Multiple guards corroborated the scratches appearing on Don's skin. The Kiefer family described identical events in their home. These witnesses had no reason to lie. Still, they were ridiculed, but they couldn't deny what they saw with their own eyes, felt with their own hands.
How was it raining inside the jail cell? Well done, AI. No, that's the story, though. The story is that it was raining inside the jail cell. Helen Grunow, hello to you.
And smelled with their own noses. Don Decker was released a few days after
Debs.
the incidents peaked. He left Stroudsburg, and the rain stopped. The prison dried out. Don eventually settled into a normal life, married, had children. The
Wait, was Don a real guy?
phenomenon never went away, but never returned with the same intensity. Years later, a documentary crew came to Stroudsburg to film the story for Unsolved Mysteries. This was 9 years after the prison incident. On the last day of filming, the crew woke up in their hotel.
Beardo, they need Mackie and Amanda in the prison. No, they don't. There's enough fucking drips in there as it is.
2 inches of water covered the
Hecklefish
floors
on
of their
leave.
rooms. The hallway was flooded. No broken pipes, no leaks, just water that appeared overnight. Parapsychologists have a name for this: recurrent spontaneous psychokinesis, RSPK. It's been documented over 100 times. Some people who go through extreme trauma experience physical effects. Don had a lifetime of rage locked inside him, years of abuse with no outlet. When his grandfather died, that rage had to go somewhere. So it turned into rain. It turned into invisible claws. It turned into a force powerful enough to terrify an entire prison.
Hey, I've had trolls in here all night. I haven't made it rain indoors.
Don's story proves that the human mind, under enough pressure, can break reality itself. We walk around every day with that potential locked inside of us. All of us. Most of the time, the safeties hold. The triggers don't get pulled. But sometimes, for some people, the pressure becomes too much, and the world we think we understand starts to fall apart.
He's got a point there in some regards, because Johnny Depp in his 30s had the ability to walk into a room and make the room wet. It's not documented over 100 times at all.
Don Decker settled into a normal life. He got married and had kids, though he never told his kids what happened. But sometimes when his children cry, like really cry, the kind that comes from deep hurt, a single drop of water appears on their bedroom ceiling. But Don wipes it away before anyone can see.
These are stories. There's no debunk at the end of it. There is no debunk at the end of this. These are stories. Unfavorable semicircle.
Gather round. This.
Why Does It Always Rain on Me? I remember that song. It's by a Scottish band. Do you know why, Travis, it always rained on you? Because you lived in fucking Scotland.
This happened, and it's still unsolved. April 5th, 2015. A
behave.
YouTube channel
Rich coming from you, Gillian.
Appeared with a nonsense name, Unfavorable Semicircle.
I'm glad they said circle on the end of that.
First day, that channel uploaded 1,247 videos within 24 hours. The first was titled The Sagittarius Symbol, followed by 980708. It was 4 seconds long, a brown background, no sound.
That's yellow. That's yellow.
Then another video appeared, and another, and another. The channel uploaded.
What do you mean, you? Is it raining in Scotland right now? Is it? I bet it is.
Uploaded a video every few minutes, then every few seconds.
Moist!
Within 9 months, it posted over 72,000 videos. No human could do that. The internet noticed. They thought it was a bot, or a glitch. Then they started combining the videos. Thousands of frames assembled into composites. An image appeared. A man in what looked like a suit, but he had no face.
I've seen this guy before. He turned up at Smug Puppy's house and said, "Coasters." They gave him an envelope that looked suspiciously dry and clean because it had come from outdoors.
His face wasn't blurred. It wasn't there. Like someone had erased it from reality.
It's been a wee bit sunny. Fuck's sake. Ruining my shit. Just cold where you are? Damn it.
To understand how strange Unfavorable Semicircle was, you need to understand the scale. YouTube's upload system has limits: verification, processing, compression. Each video takes time. Now, a dedicated creator might upload 1 video per day. Ugh. A prolific channel might manage 10 or more per week. Unfavorable Semicircle started at 1 video every 10 minutes, around the clock. Then it accelerated. By February 5th, 2016, the rate hit 3 videos per minute. No breaks, no pauses, for months. YouTube's infrastructure in 2015 wasn't built for this. They limited creators to 10 to 15 uploads a day unless you had a special agreement. Even verified channels with dedicated upload pipelines couldn't sustain more than 50 videos a day. So 3 per minute? That required direct
it's only 5 degrees here.
Server access, back-end permissions that shouldn't exist. And the content made no sense. Each video was different, but they followed patterns. Abstract shapes, flickering colors, bursts of static.
PK theory
some were
not
4
peer
seconds
reviewed.
long, some lasted hours. The longest ran 11 hours. Some were completely silent. Others contained high-pitched screeching that made your ears hurt. The visuals looked like test patterns from a television station. Pixels arranged in grids, geometric shapes that pulsed and shifted, colors that flashed so rapidly they triggered headaches. Some viewers reported nausea, disorientation. One Reddit user said he watched for 3 hours and lost track of time. When he checked the clock, 6 hours had passed. Another reported ringing in his ears that lasted for days. And the titles were equally strange. Numbers mostly, 18600, 9847, but sometimes symbols appeared.
Slipknot song, innit?
The Sagittarius symbol followed by the word D-Lock. Sagittarius, brother. Sagittarius, drill. The Sagittarius symbol showed up constantly. And it wasn't typed, it was hand-drawn, each one slightly different, like someone sketched it frame by frame, thousands of times. That kind of repetition meant this was intentional. The channel flew under the radar for months. Then in November 2015, someone on Reddit posted, "Found something weird." The thread had 3 responses. By December, it had 200. People built databases, wrote scripts to download and analyze every video. They used spectrograms to visualize audio, custom Python scripts to extract frames. One user built a database tracking every upload timestamp, looking for patterns in the intervals. By December, the investigation had its own subreddit with detailed documentation of every discovery. Reddit user Jackal...
Could you imagine if that actually happened? How deep it would go? Because right now, like, if you watch the WWE, somebody will throw up a hand gesture, and the internet breaks down. They're like, I think that means that Hulk Hogan's returning. No, that's a bad example. He's passed. You know what I mean? People watch, like, the Avengers trailers, and they're like, they know the exact outcome of the movie based off, like, a graphic in the background on a wall of graffiti or some shit. People read too much into stuff. Get a fucking job.
Like a Ding Dong, that was his handle. He spent months on the audio files.
I felt really uneasy listening to this, trying to pick out the sequence. The whole thing is quite unsettling.
They treated it like a puzzle, a message hidden in the noise. One composite showed the man with no face. Another showed space imagery, satellites, celestial objects. And buried in the audio was a voice reading coordinates.
Jack-a-lack-a-ding-dong.
Latitude and longitude, pointing to a spot somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. During the Cold War, intelligence agencies...
My roommate moved out saying the house was haunted, but I've never seen a ghost here in the last 200 years that I've lived here.
These used shortwave radio to communicate with sleeper agents. These were called number stations, anonymous broadcasts that transmitted strings of digits day after day, year after year. The numbers meant nothing.
Didn't paranormal investigators at some point start trying to find Slender Man, not realizing that he was a creepypasta?
Nothing to anyone who didn't have the cipher. To everyone else, they were just noise. Some researchers believed Unfavorable semicircle was the digital equivalent, modern number station hiding in plain sight on the world's largest video platform. Alan Woodward, a computer security specialist at University of Surrey, said it was too complex to be a number station. Recruitment puzzles like Cicada 3301 were announced. This wasn't. Whatever Unfavorable semicircle was, it wasn't advertising. The channel had almost no subscribers. It wasn't trying to go viral. It was broadcasting into the void, and whoever was supposed to receive the message already knew where to look. But then something unexpected happened. The channel started reacting to the investigators. The Reddit community would post a theory about a specific type of video, and the channel would stop uploading that type. They would decode a title pattern, and the channel would switch naming conventions. They would identify a recurring symbol, and the symbol would disappear from future uploads. On January 12, 2016, a Reddit thread identified a pattern in the Sagittarius symbols. Within 4 hours, the channel uploaded 47 new videos. Not one contained that symbol.
There's a reek to this.
Something was watching them, listening, and adapting in real time, monitoring, and responding. This proved there was an intelligence behind Unfavorable semicircle, human or otherwise. On February 25, 2016, the BBC published an article calling it YouTube's Strangest Mystery. Hours later, at 1540 Eastern, YouTube suspended the channel. They cited terms of service violations, specifically spam. The upload volume was crashing their systems. 4 days before the ban, Reddit user It's Safer Indoors registered unfavorablesemicircle.com. He built a database, archived thousands of videos. He saved 23,000 videos before the ban.
Who came up with this story? It's cool, but who came up with it?
A third of the total output. Hours of footage, gigabytes of data. The mystery seemed over. But 3 weeks later, it came back. A new channel appeared, same name, same aesthetic, same flood of uploads. It picked up exactly where the original left off.
It's real. People live underneath Vegas. And there's alligators in your sewers.
As if the suspension never happened. But this time the content was different, more aggressive. Videos stretched to 10 hours long. 10 hours of silence and a black screen with a single pixel changing color.
Hey, wait, that's happened recently, haven't it? It had millions of views. No sound, just a black screen. That's been done recently. Millions of views. There's a slot putting effort in, and some asshole uploads nothing. Millions of views. People were watching it live and shit.
Once per hour. It was testing patience, testing commitment, seeing who would watch. Then came the lock videos, a series that, when played together in sequence, created something strange. When the frames were combined side by side, an image appeared. A Reddit user made the discovery. In 2022, the creator confirmed what it showed: the Voyager Golden Record, the message humanity sent to aliens in 1977. Unfavorable semicircle was responding to our message to the stars. The final broadcast came without warning, encoded in a garbled post on the channel's Google Plus page. When decoded, it revealed coordinates, latitude and longitude. The investigators typed them into Google Maps. They expected to find a building, or a military base, a server farm.
That building was a titty.
Something that would explain everything. The pin dropped in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, miles from any landmass.
Atlantis. Atlantis has been found.
3,000 feet of water, dark and cold. And according to old sonar data, an object is down there. Now, we don't know what it is. We only know it's 130 feet long and made of metal.
Whoa, somebody's coming.
Unfavorable semicircle was eventually banned for good. The creator never came forward. No art student claimed it as a project, no ARG company took credit, no intelligence agency admitted involvement. It remains one of the internet's purest mysteries. The theories multiplied. Some believed it was a stress test, someone probing YouTube's compression algorithms looking for vulnerabilities. Others thought it was a botnet demonstration. A few thought it was a recruitment puzzle, a way for a shadowy organization to identify codebreakers and analysts. But before the channel disappeared completely, one final video appeared. September 15th, 2017. Reset Strange YD. Then the channel deleted itself. Every video vanished. That's
Geographically, my state used to be completely underwater. How tides shift with time. I mean, the world looked very, very different a long time ago.
Same day, NASA retired the Cassini space probe after 20 years. The probe that photographed Saturn, that explored the outer planets. Unfavorable semicircle ended the day Cassini burned up in Saturn's atmosphere. In 2022, someone claiming to be the creator broke silence on Twitter. He said it was an outsider art project. The goal was to upload the most number of YouTubes ever to see if people would watch. But that doesn't explain everything. It doesn't explain the composite image of the faceless man. It doesn't explain the coordinates to an empty spot in the ocean. And it doesn't explain why the channel reacted to investigators in real time, changing its behavior when people got too close. Engineers who worked on the case said the videos bypassed normal processing. They went straight to YouTube servers. No verification, no compression checks. It was like someone had hard-coded a pathway that the platform's own systems didn't recognize.
Let's be fair. If aliens are real, if they get to Earth, if they want to get into tech, they ain't going on fucking YouTube, are they? Because they'll open it up, they'll see Sam and Colby or Mr. Beast and be like, fuck, go home, go home. Planet's chalked.
When they finally traced the upload source, it led to a data center in Iceland. The equipment was offline and had been for months. Now, after the channel disappeared, copycat accounts appeared.
Moonbeam Hollow. I haven't watched that one.
The original videos. Some claim to be archivists. Some claim to be the original creator. One account posted new videos in the same style, at the same impossible upload rate. It lasted 6 days before YouTube shut it down. Then another appeared. Then another, like the signal was trying to stay alive. YouTube's infrastructure can handle millions of uploads per day, but one account uploading 3 videos per minute for months? That broke something. But when YouTube finally banned the account, They didn't just delete the videos, they closed the upload pathway, sealed it. But in 2022, that door opened again.
Lee, thank you for the 15 months. The aliens are not with Lee and Vlad and Lilith and his brother and his uncle. It's not true.
Different channel, same upload rate. Gone 48 hours before anyone noticed.
Aliens YouTube channels. Don't tell the Scientologists that. Oh, fuck me, John Travolta would be doing his nut.
Now what about the coordinates? A spot in the Atlantic, under 3,000 feet of water. And according to that old sonar data, something's down there, 130 feet long and metallic. The sonar reading dated back to 1982, a research vessel conducting deep ocean mapping. They logged the object, ran multiple passes to confirm. The signature didn't match any known geological formation. The crew
Like it
reported
might
it to
from
the
Mars,
Navy.
fuck yeah.
The Navy classified it. Every few months, someone reports hearing the signal again. But it's not coming from YouTube. It's coming from the bottom of the ocean.
Well, they come to Earth, walk into a supermarket, see one of those idiots pouring milk over themselves, shouting 6262, realise it's not worth it and bugger off home. Or just land in any major city and just look and be like, what the fuck? We left you guys a couple of 1,000 years ago. What the fuck did you do?
Thank you so much for hanging out today. My name is AJ. This is the Y-Files, and that was a campfire story.
So, link to the top of the chat is the Y-Files. It's that particular episode. If you want to go watch more Y-Files, absolutely do so. It's a fantastic channel. I like his storytelling. I like his debunk stuff that he does. Any of your names on there? Holy shit. That's his Patreon list. That's his Patreon list, and he's only got the J? Holy shit. Beardo, you watched Biker Mice from Mars too? Of course I did. I'm an 80s kid. Is Hecklefish from The Object? My pizza is crap. What? The Enterprise isn't under the sea. Aliens, we can't be alone, but for them to get to us take a very long time unless they travel at the speed of light or faster. Who knows what technology they got? Who knows if they can harness wormholes, which I don't believe they can. I think it's scientifically impossible, because anything that goes into a wormhole, including light, is ultimately destroyed. Pinky's Art Music, thank you for the $5 New Zealand dollars. Thank you very, very much. That was cool. I do like... I know it's not meant to be real. I know it's... the Y-Files version of Creepypasta, but I enjoy it. I enjoy the content. Love the Y-Files stuff. Wallace and Gromit went to the moon and it was cheese. I don't know how to tell you this. Wallace and Gromit, they're not real. Are there lines across the sea? What? What do you mean are there lines across the sea? If the aliens are smart, they would avoid us at all costs. Most of all, we love Hecklefish. There are some people in this community that absolutely hate Hecklefish. I'm just saying. Love Button Moon. Oh, I read that completely wrong. Button Moon. I hated Button Moon as a kid. It's like, somebody just put a fairy washing up liquid, painted it green, and used a dish cleaning thing and made characters out of it. This is ridiculous. Why are you lying? Who? Beardo, Wallace and Gromit are real. They're not. Do you know how I know they're not? Nobody likes Wensleydale. Nobody likes it. Unless it's got fruit in it. Hecklefish is alright, but it could be worse. Some think aliens are our future selves. Many, many years ago, I would probably have believed that. But seeing the way we are going, nah. Our future, I'll show you our future. I will show you the future of the human race. I'm going to show you the future of the human race. Ta-da! Charles King, thank you for the 21 months. I appreciate it. Who the fuck is Wallace and Gromit? It's a UK claymation thing. It was shit. There you go. Humans, extremely obese and do nothing but sit on their ass all day. That's the AI, everything becoming automated. This is our future. You may think I'm joking. It's not. I've already got tits like that. Because I sit around all day. Watching shit on the PC. What happens when you can sit, your chair moves around for you and you get a screen pop out like Iron Man? We're there already. We get in there. We get in there fast. That's not the fucking future. That's Lidl on a Saturday. Oh, the middle of Lidl is a scary place. I'm already there. I fucking love Wensleydale. Yum yum. Yeah, but has it got to have cranberry in it? 'Cause that's the only time I'll eat it. We had Wallace and Gromit in the UK, in the USA too. Did you? How did that like translate over? You become a South Park episode. A World of Warcraft South Park episode. Our future selves. Hot trash. Because we can't see past the event horizon anyway. We're off to Button Moon. We follow Beardo Spoon. Wooden Spoon Survivor. Just saying. Thank you for the $4.99. I appreciate you. We're halfway there. Whoa. Swinging on my chair. This chair didn't make that much noise before. Beardo, do you know the Muffin Man? Not personally, no. Loved the Curse of the Were-Rabbit. I just didn't like it. Why are you throwing tomatoes at me? The fact you got it, I'm so proud of you, Beardo. Sometimes I can be quite smart. Although the entire history of nursery rhymes has been absolutely fucking ruined for me. Absolutely ruined. You're throwing tomatoes at me because I don't like Wensleydale. And I don't like... Wallace and Gromit was shit. Alright. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Latest James. Yes, from the USA. Grew up on Wallace and Gromit. I didn't know you had it in the US. That's cool. I'm from the UK and I didn't like it. It was like an event with my family. They'd be like, oh, the new Wallace and Gromit is out. Do you want to watch it? No. No. If it don't involve 6-foot turtles smashing the shit out of people with nunchucks, I don't want to watch it. The Muffin Man was a serial killer, by the way. What? Don't forget the Yellowstone, Beardo. Don't remind me. You feel like hell. When's next War Games? I'm not sure. It may be tomorrow. I don't know. I don't want to keep playing Warzone every stream on the second channel because I'll just burn out on it again. Plus, you can have a wee. Best live streams. Thank you, John Boy. I appreciate it. You loved Run Chicken Run. What the fuck is that? I've seen Chicken Run. Oh, shit and all. Miss Bob's. Bring it. Go down the Yellowstone rabbit hole. No, I'm not. I'm not. Yep. Beardo said the love button, so it's changed to like button. One more dude, bro.
Dude, bro! Dude! Bro! Demons! Demons, bro! Murders! We've caught a ghost!
Have we got a mod that can drop the Discord link, please? Bro is insulting my childhood. And I don't care. Dungeons and Dragons is the best cartoon. I love Dungeons and Dragons. Loved it. Can I get a rawr? Yes, you can.
Rawr. Rawr.
Could I pretty please get the Discord link? Trolls have all bug it off now. Mrs. Bob the Beard, check out the Resurrectionists, RE Nursery Rhymes. There's a band called The Defiled. I got the tattoo on my arm there. They did a song called The Resurrectionists. I'll have a look. Thank you, Mrs. Bob the Beard, for the £2. Mrs. Bob the Beard. I don't like the name change. Is that snowy? Snow? It is snow. Where the doc? Oh my god, my brain is mush. There you go. There's the Discord link. There are rules. Go check out the rules, because if you break them, the mods, they don't put up with any shit. Just saying. Try rewatching Wallace and Gromit now. I enjoyed it with my sons. I might try it. Thundercats was also awesome. Saw an Oasis shirt the other day, but I don't thought of you. Don't. I've already seen somebody superimpose an image of me on stage with Oasis in Discord. Wankers. Right, Beardo Resurrectionist is real good. I'll have a look for that. Right. Don't Scare Clay will 100% have a video tonight. But has anyone else got one that I can see? Just because if I keep reading the same people, I'll get shouted at. What else have we got going? Not a lot. Nobody's got any premieres apart from Claire by the look of it. Yeah. Stop singing Oasis. You horrible. Claire to swap till tomorrow. How about Beardo dressed as Wallace? No. Well, if Claire doesn't have one. Claire doesn't have one. So, what we'll do is... Justin, I agree. What we'll do is, we will send... Discord link's been here long enough now, I reckon. We'll send everyone over to watch Justin's live stream from last night. It's the type of live stream you can watch after the fact, because he doesn't really read the chat, because he's lazy as fuck. I've been nice. I've got to chop him down after the fact. Obviously, it's about the witch's cage in Ostwith. Ostith? Fuck me, he's got me doing it now. Who made you Snow White? You look so pretty. I think that was John Boy. I might be wrong. For every Oasis, there's a Nickelback. Every Clout. That's not a silver lining. Not. If you'd said Slayer, Metallica, Faith No More, Electric Callboy, there's your silver lining. You did this, Beardo. I've turned to the dark side. I didn't do anything. You can't throw tomatoes at me already. I haven't even done the dad joke. Gonna watch Justin after this anyway. Yeah, go over, check out Justin. If you're not subscribed, please do. And then join him on a Monday at 8 p.m. where he has fantastic guests on. Some of them, like Dr. Kieran O'Keefe. Have you heard of me? Lee, I haven't heard from him today. I haven't. Generally appreciate that. Thank you, Beardo. Plus, it's only about 60 more subs to 4K. Hey, guys, let's see if we can do this live, shall we? There are... How many of us are in here? There's 331 people in here right now. Justin needs 60... Did he say 60? He needs 60 subs to get him to 4K. Let's do it live. Can everyone please go and sub to the Paranormal Monkey podcast and see if we can get him those 60 subs right now and get him up to the 4K tonight? That would be absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. You can't ban me for throwing apples. I can. Right, 3.94. Let's refresh. Come on, guys. I'm trying. 58. We've done this before. We got somebody to 1,000. Obviously, I've already shared a lot of my audience with you. Nice to see you all as always. Have a nice, safe, and warm night. It's warm in my house tonight. Holy shit. Already subbed. Yeah, that's going to be the big one. We've got so many people already subbed. John Boy and number 58. Hey, he's gone to 3.95k. It's climbing. It's climbing. Sub harder. Exactly. Sub harder. Hart, you've got an alt account. Subscribe. Actually, you're better off subscribing just off your one account and then watching him. That's far more helpful than just checking his subs up. But let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. 3.97. Go on, guys. Go on. I reckon we'll get him to 4K now. Nick Derrick is subbed. Geiger is subbed. Nick Derrick is subbed. AMMCA. Subbed to Justin for feels like an eternity. Hard watch, right? Seg got to 50k, and that's partly your fault. I shouted him out in the beginning. Of course I did. He shouted me out as well. We all help each other. That's what the community does. 23 left. We need 23 people. 23 people, and Justin gets to 4K. Come on, let's do it before we get to the stroke of the hour. Yeah, I meant that as rude as it sounded. Oh, 3.98. We're nearly there. Nearly there. That's what we do, community effort. I can't even use my second channel because that's what I watch him on the TV. Justin will do a live dance if he hits 4K. There you go. Jolene has spoken, Justin. We're expecting a live dance at the Chimps Tea Party. 19 left. There's got to be 19 kind souls that want to take him to 4K. Metallica sound like hard rock compared to most modern metal. Yeah, it's the age of them, though. The age of them. 15 left. 15. Come on. Justin had the legs of a ballet dancer. He does in real life. Me and Justin have a similar body type. We look like weebles with legs. Well, I'm being nice to him. I can take the piss as well. Apparently I already am, but I don't remember doing it. That'll be the notifications not working on YouTube. Absolutely terrible. Justin in a tutu. 3.99. He's nearly there. He's nearly there. Come on, guys. Come on. We can do it. That's another 10 people, and he's done. He's got to 4K, and I've never got to be nice to him ever, ever again. Come on. Come on, do it. And then you can take the piss out of his jumpers. You can try to make him blush when he's interviewing really smart people. He's nearly there. One more. It is one more. Sub in. Gavstar, I think you may be the one to take him over. He's done it. 4K. Gavstar, you legend. You took him over. And he's gone over that again because Donald Spears and a few others are... Let's go. Well, Donald was already in. I just saw somebody else say they subbed as well. There we go. We got just into 4,000 subscribers. He wouldn't even have a channel if it wasn't for me. Justin, congratulations on the 4,000 subscribers. You've earned every one of them. You have. Fantastic podcast. Fantastic guy. So, the link at the top of the chat will take you through to his live stream from last night. It's a fantastic podcast. Please go and check that out. And then he'll have a Chimps Tea Party. I think he missed last week. So it won't be this week. It'll be the week after. Look at his community page and stuff. He's also on Facebook and stuff. You'll see us interacting over there. Hey, I appreciate you guys looking after other people in the community. Justin's become a close friend of mine, if we're being honest. Yeah, Beardo, it's all you. Absolutely, I was one of your earlier guests. And when you had somebody let you down, who stepped the fuck up? I did. Biddle helped. And what did you do? Never mind, the guest is in. Fuck off. That's what he did. I did one podcast with him and he was like, hey, we'll get you back on, shall we, Beardo? Never happened. But still, out of the goodness of my heart, I've helped Justin. Now he's got to dance. Right, guys, thank you. Genuinely thank you for helping out Justin. Getting him to 4,000 subscribers. That was epic. That was epic. It was good to see that. Love to see people being kind in the community. Thank you all so much for a fantastic evening. It's been a lot of fun. I do like the reaction ones. So yeah, go check out Justin's live stream. I've lost my end screen again, and I am trying to kill time to find it. And I got it. Thank you all, everybody. I appreciate every single one of you. Did you want to come back on to say thank you? We could discuss something in the paranormal, like ethics or something. Justin, I am capable of having an adult conversation, you massive bellend. Hey, Jerry Sats, how you doing? Let's see you all. Beardo out.
Rawr. Rawr.
Dressed up like a T-Rex with that perfect strut. All the people in the chat's just going nuts. You need a rock. Can I get a rock? If you're not feeling well, it's a nice surprise to get her off a bit. Don't live his life with the
Sundays are always a little sad, but the day before is a Saturday. I didn't write this shit. Bye! Fucking end screen's gone again, haven't it?
Rawr. Rawr.
dressed up like a T-Rex with that perfect strut. All the people in the chat's just going nuts. You need a rock.
Laura Lee, banned. Paige Uigi, banned. Vixen Wu, banned. Laura Wilson, banned. Dean Bailey, banned. Jolene, banned. Monique, banned. Jennifer Taylor, banned. Shadow Icy, banned. Richard Larson, banned. David McWilwain, banned. John Boy, not banned. Vixen Moo, banned. Donald Spears, not banned. Carol Johnson, banned. Laura Lee, banned. Fish Bobs, not banned. Heart Mode, stop throwing pickles at me. Enough for the pickles. Wayne, banned. Right, I'm going now. I'm starving. Justin, we want a dad dance.